So I'm here today with Doris Belusic, the editor of the Blind Canadian. And hello, Doris.
Hi, Kerry. How's it going?
Good. I just thought we would have a little chat about what the Blind Canadian Magazine is all about for people who might not know. And have you been involved with the Blind Canadian since the beginning?
Yeah, pretty well, yes. I've been in the CFB, Canadian Federation of the Blind, since its inception, and the magazine started back in 2002 with Volume 1. And at the time, Elizabeth Lalonde was editor, and it took over as editor for Volume 4 in 2009. And that was an all-digital version that was celebrating Louis Braille's anniversary of his birth. So it was a special edition about Braille. So that was Volume 4. And actually, we're working on Volume 19 as of now. And I just realized, I was thinking today, looking at the dates and realizing that, I've been involved with the magazine, I guess, for about 13 years now. So it's time has flown.
What would you say, in your own kind of mind, is the best thing that the magazine achieves, kind of, for people?
It's just such a repository of valuable information to do with blindness of anything. It's got advocacy information in there. It's got things CFB is involved with, just so many different things. It's meant to educate the general public about blindness and issues about blindness. The Blind Canadian is the flagship publication of the Canadian Federation of the Blind. It covers events and activities of the CFB, addresses issues that we face as blind people, and highlights our members. And so it offers a positive philosophy about blindness, and it serves as a vehicle for advocacy and protection of human rights. It addresses social concerns affecting the blind. It discusses issues related to employment, education, legislation, and rehabilitation. It provides news about products and technology used by the blind, and it tells stories of blind people. And I'm just going to also mention another thing that Oriana, my husband, was saying about it. And this is really what I have sort of transformed it into in a way, and that is like a historical document of blind rights advocacy. Basically a historical document of all the different kind of things that we're doing, to sort of make being blind, better in Canada. And which was extremely absent from the Canadian scene until CFB sort of spoke up with this magazine. Basically, a very good historical documentation of blindness issues and that. And another thing that it has in it is we also put in a lot of newspaper articles of issues that CFB has been involved in, quotes from our members and issues our members are dealing with, human rights issues and all that kind of stuff. And over the years, we've had a lot of different newspaper articles, and so we get reprint permission from the papers and put those in the magazine as well.
I think the first issue I actually maybe read was I was doing something where I needed some resources for Braille. So I read the one you mentioned in 2009, the 200-year anniversary of Louis Braille's birth. So I think that was a good issue to start reading for my first one. But then, after I started reading them a bit, I I realized after the 2019 convention or around there that I wanted to learn more about this magazine. So that's when I reached out to you.
Yeah.
And I've been assistant editing.
I was really happy that you did, because it's nice to have somebody who's interested in, being involved in the magazine and interested in writing. And
because you've been basically doing it yourself for a long time.
Yes. Yeah. Basically myself, like at the beginning, Elizabeth was the editor, and she had, assistant editors and things. And then, basically after I took over, I basically just sort of was doing it myself, and which I was okay with. I was quite happy with, anyways, because I just.
There's only a couple issues a year. It's not like it's every month or anything.
So, but having an assistant editor who reached out and was interested in being involved, that's a really good thing. It's not like I had to go and try and dig somebody up. You reached out and.
What's great about CFB in general is that it gives people opportunities, right? So I saw the opportunity and I wanted to learn more about it and help you out. So, but I'm also getting practical experience on it. And I'm glad, like you said, Canada needs more of this stuff. And has it always been online and some print copies made or not?
Print copies have been made all the way since the first volume, except for volume 4, the Braille special edition one. Right. That was just a one. But other than that, they've been print the whole time. The first 3 we did ourselves just through CFB, and then we through Mary Ellen Gabius, our president, had a business relationship with the Hymans in Vancouver, who started again to do magazines for us. They were doing magazines with Mary Ellen back when CFB at one point in time was the NFBAE, before we sort of changed our name. But just lately, the last 3 issues, including the one we're just working on now, we're putting out ourselves again as published by the Canadian Federation of the Blind on our own. Yeah, because the company we were working with, due to COVID and different things, they have.
I was going to say the theme of this convention is choices and goals, and so I mean we're going to have to come up with a new kind of vision for the magazine going forward. Things change in life, so
things do change. Yeah, so we'll have to probably look into funding and that sort of thing. So.
But we do have an issue coming out, like you said. It should be out in the next few weeks, probably, or next.
That's right. Oh yeah.
So we work with a great. Sam
Margolis. We've got him layout for the magazine, and
so it's not just us technically, then, but
yeah. And he puts it up on our website as a web version and a PDF version, and. Cool. Yeah, he does a very, very good job of that.
He does. So he's great to work with.
Yeah, we collect all the articles, rate the articles, you and I, and collect them, and over time, we kind of gather them up until it's the next time for the magazine to be put together, and
people can submit at any point, right? They just email editor@cfb.ca, right? And then you'll get those and decide what something might fit.
That's right.
But we do encourage people to read them online. In the meantime, there's a lot to catch up on, and every week on the Thursday on the list of the CFB listserv, we always post one article from the catalog, just to refresh people's memory and feature something. And
once a month, I do it. Once a month, Kerry does it. Puts these.
But have you guys been doing that all along, or that was an idea you?
No, it's just something that I started about. I'm not sure if it was like 2 years ago.
So right at the time around I came around, sort of around then.
Yeah.
Everybody, go check it out and consider submitting something. And as far as goals, I think 100 years into the future, we'll have sort of this archived record of what blindness was kind of like in Canada in the early 2000s, and our time's up here, I think, but hopefully people have learned a little something about the magazine. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. These conventions things fly by. So
very good. Well, it's nice to have had the opportunity to, talk about the magazine a little bit, and hope that everybody, gets to go onto cfb.ca, our website, and go under publications. And everybody enjoy convention. The agenda is absolutely wonderful, and enjoy, everybody.
So I'm here today with Doris.
Great. Thanks so much, Doris and Kerry, for that amazing presentation. You can find, of course, she already mentioned it in the presentation, I guess, but you can find the Blind Canadian at cfb.ca, which is also where you can become a CFB member. Eric, our webmaster, Eric Berggraf, set up a membership now through the website, which is very nice. It allows us to keep better records of everyone who has become a member throughout the year and to have all the information on file. So please go to cfb.ca and check that out. You can also subscribe to our mailing list on the website. And if you ever have any questions about any of that stuff, you have issues with the website or anything, you can always email info@cfb.ca, and as well as convention@cfb.ca while this is going on. That's the main one we've been giving out. Do I have my co-host here?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Okay.
We're back. Wow. We're getting back on track. What's the plan now?
I think we're still trying to sort that out. I think maybe if we have, there's an intermission supposed to be coming up here. Or wait, I think it was supposed to be the Pacific Training Center and all of these fantastic organizations have a big presentation coming up. And there was an intermission after that. So I'm not sure exactly our best plan. Maybe if anyone has a question.
We could give another door prize too. But yeah, if there's anybody questions about the Blind Canadian as the magazine, I can answer. Doris is probably listening, but I'm happy to answer anything. Or we can.
We're thinking about doing the intermission. I just heard from Alex. We might do the intermission first, the 15 minutes, and then have his presentation.
Which will be video, right? Again, like we bit this one with sound again. We go in a lot of both.
Right.
Something for everyone.
Mixing it up. But there is a hand raised, actually.
Well, I turned off my...
It's Roger. So let me see here if I can...
Oh, Roger. Welcome back today.
Oh, hi, guys. Just had a quick question, Kerry. For folks that want to submit articles, what kind of time frame should they bear in mind? Because I know that you probably want to read it, edit it, and then, send it to get published on the net. So is there kind of like a little ballpark for that?
So the thing is, with Doris and I doing it with some assistance from Sam there, we aim to have 2 issues out every year, but we don't have like a regular month they're always out. And we usually like to have one actually though, the one we have always post convention is usually interesting because there's a lot of times we want to have an issue focused on our previous convention there. So that's probably what our next one will be a lot about. But like we say in the recording, we're just releasing another issue right around this time. We were kind of hoping we'd have it out before convention, but it's fine. It's coming out anytime now. So like I said, just submit something to editor@cfb.ca if you've written something, and we will get back to you about when our next issue is, like what we're working on and when we might consider it and our thoughts on that. But we'd love to have submissions anytime, really. Anything you want to talk about in your own life or show us and we will have a discussion about it.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you, Roger.
Doris is also unmuted if she wants to add anything.
Anything we missed, Doris?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Oh, wow. This is my very first time using a microphone with Zoom over the
you sound really good.
Yeah, it's awesome quality there.
I never knew how to do it, but anyways, no, that sounds very good. Good answer. Articles any time is the thing to do, and we're happy to get them because we don't tend to get as many as we like. So,
and I don't know if we mentioned in that there's a $25 honorarium for when you submit an article. So,
yes, an article that gets that is submitted and written solely for the purpose of the magazine.
Original,
and if it gets chosen for publication, yes, then there's a $25 honorarium. Does not include members of the national board. So
Right.
yeah. That's about
Well, great
all
for
I
coming
can
on,
think
Doris,
of.
because I know it's, technology
Yeah.
and your first time. So good
Yeah,
job.
yeah. There is a lot of great, super great articles in the magazine.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.